If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about vocal pitch and tone and timing when it comes to negotiations, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. So the other day, I was a spectator watching some people negotiate. And it was interesting because it seemed like the sales guy was on a pre-planned routine, okay? So he was too polished. It was too good. And the reason I bring this up is I could see through the body language, I could hear through the answers, the other person, they weren't really on board with the sales process. They weren't really on board with the negotiations. And all the signs were screaming that the sales guy was too good because he was answering things way too fast. Right? Hey, Scott, is it possible to be too good? Yeah, it's possible to not know your vocal pitch and tone. It's possible to be too good by being too quick. All right. And so I'm gonna challenge you from here on out. When you have the ability to watch other people negotiate, listen to how the salesperson negotiates and listen to how the buyer has conversations. And the reason for this makes a lot of sense because you could watch that ping pong match going back and forth and see where the salesperson screws up and where they're just over the top and have ideas, concepts, and strategies, but it's too much, okay? So my question for you is, what have you done to practice your back and forth when you meet with your ideal client and they want to buy, but they want to negotiate? There's some people who say yes automatically. There's some people who like to wrestle a little bit. And then there's some people who like to be body slammed, right? So you got the entire spectrum of the way that people like to do deals. You got the entire spectrum of the way that people have these interactions. So before we get there, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, type into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. You'll freaking love it. Okay, so I got my $12 whiteboard. Come on, I got to have a $12 whiteboard. And I drew out what the timing could look like on working through some negotiation. So you got your question, and then you got like a 1 second answer. Hey, can we get a discount? Yes. There's something wrong that's too polished, and you're on autopilot that's going to create some confusion. One of the coolest shows that you can watch that would really help you out with this is Pawn Stars. Anytime that they're negotiating on Pawn Stars, there's a timing to it, okay? So I'll give you the shortcut, but I still need you to watch Pawn Stars. So the preferred method is a 3 to 7 second pause, all right? Like right there, 3 to 7 seconds. Or let's get it on this side too. 3 to 7 seconds after a request is made. Hey, could I get a discount? If your answer is yes, you probably have too much money in the deal. Hey, Scott, can I get a discount? Yes, right? See how weird that feels? Like there's got to be some, I'm tapping my fingers. Let me see what I could do here. Yeah, we could probably work that out. That was about 4.5 seconds. Now, there's going to be times where you meet with your ideal client, you meet with the person that you want to have a conversation with, and that's a 7 to 10 second pause. So it could be somewhere between 3 and 7 seconds, 7 to 10 seconds, depending upon the ask. And if you're going to role play your negotiations, you really got to get good at this timing. There is a timing to your negotiations. There is a vocal pitch and tone. There is some right, as you're going through. And what you're going to find is the person who is up against you, if they're seasoned at negotiation, they're looking for your tells. They're looking for the speed of the answer. They're looking for the thoughtfulness in the offer. They're looking at if you're going to get there or not. Now, there is a little bit of tension. You need this tension. You need this tension built through time. You need some tension built through time sometimes for the people that you sell to. Otherwise, they think there's more money in the deal and they can negotiate harder, right? So met with a guy one time and he said, hey, Scott, every time I go buy a truck, I go to the dealership, I negotiate hard. I negotiate hard like it's a sport. And then when they say yes, I throw down my credit card. And if they don't freak out, there was money left in that deal. That to him was a time where he really, really, really wanted to win. And so the people who are at the end that really have to win on deals who want it as a body slam. So remember, there's people who say yes, there's the people who like to arm wrestle, and then there's people who like to body slam. That person who's doing the body slam really wants to make sure that that time element is there and that tension is there. They thrive on that. So be aware. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.